Brandon, back at it after summer break. Let's do this. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to us, Brandon. We're back in the saddle.
We are.
And it's time to giddy up and ride. Tank Media Network has taken a summer break, and we have made some changes to the channel. We haven't changed anything visually. You know, our logo thing is still the same, nothing like that. But we have changed. I don't know if we would say we've changed the mission, but we've changed the format of some things. We've changed the way we see the channel a little bit. We've added new content. So I think we ought to mention the few things that we've added new. This is just our first Tank Talk back that we're gonna explain what went on over the summer for us. So we're in new content. Let's start with that. There's new content on the channel, and I think we're going to commit to producing that new content.
Yes.
What is it?
Well, Keith, this all started when we met during the summer, and we said we needed to start kind of focusing and not being so broad.
Sure.
And I brought up that the two things we knew was NASCAR and Christianity.
That's right. We know those two things rather well.
And so we decided to go down a path of, I guess, just kind of delving more into like our Christian worldview, if you will, into it.
I like that terminology.
I think just through that conversation, we realized that, because I know from the very beginning when we had this, our idea was that we wanted to put out like quality content that like discuss things with our faith, but we wanted to wait till we had the opportunity to put out good stuff, or until we had a following.
Yeah.
And I know that was something we both felt like we were convicted about. Why are we waiting? Why we made that deal with God?
I think
exactly get that much. Or
yes,
whatever.
I think a lot of when people have started out, it's gone the opposite way before. But I think a lot of people trying to make that deal with God to be like, okay, dear Lord, make me famous, and then I'll tell folks that you did it. And so I definitely felt convicted about that. I'm a youth pastor at a church, and we're making stuff for YouTube. We've never hidden that. We've never, if anybody's asked us, or if we've never said, shied away from saying what we were on, on film. But also our things that we make, you wouldn't know. It would be ambiguous. If somebody were to ask, are those guys Christian dudes? You'd be like, well, I think so. They don't use foul language, and they don't, their themes are pretty wholesome. But we want to make that change now to where that's not necessarily going to be a question. We're going to be tackling, I think, some more questions of the church, of the modern Christian church, the universal church, everybody that believes in Christ, as well as, our local churches. Will be probably poking a little bit of fun at our own expense, at the Christian expense. But yeah, I agree with you. I felt convicted about that, and we felt like, you can't make a deal with God. You can't give anything to him. He's got it all. We're not going to be making any sort of deal with him. So that's the whole thing. I talked to the youth group about this a lot. Like, if you truly believed in a thing, you wouldn't be ashamed to tell somebody about it. And so we are not ashamed to talk about it. So that's where we're at. We're making that change.
If people are afraid, thinking that every single video is going to be like a top 10 pastors you meet, or each one's going to be us discussing like the message versus the KJV or whatever.
Yeah, your fear's founded. That is it.
Yeah, exactly. So we're sorry. But I think that if you're a Christian and you're putting out that content, it should be good content as well.
Yeah, of course,
and
absolutely.
Like some of my favorite Christian artists or Christian filmmakers, a lot of them, there's stuff that, their faith is in it, but you don't walk out of there and say, oh, well, I'm an atheist, so I thought this was stupid, or I didn't laugh at all. Because if you're doing it right, you're going to have your faith there, but you're also going to have the quality of the entertainment there.
We're not trying to say we only want to make Christian people laugh at this point. The goal is, all are welcome here on our YouTube channel. We just want to let you know, be more authentic about who we are. So if you found us funny before, stick around. We're still going to be funny. If you didn't, then don't. I guess this isn't going to change for you. But yeah, I think it's important that we do this. I think it is more of a service to our personalities and who we are, as well. It is just more genuine. There's no efforts to, because there's also that fear, when we start out. Oh, we'd like to make something for the public. Well, you don't want to be too too Jesus-y, you know, because it'll scare people off. And I think that's probably our mindset to begin with. But, you know, looking back with more experience, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So we're here. We're back. We're going to be coming at you with some deep discussions and tank talks. I think that's another thing we planned on, is that our tank talks are going to be still funny. We're still humorous boys, but I think we're going to tackle some deeper issues. We've also got Brandander Reviews, which is one of our new more favorable series, which is where Brandon and Miranda of Tank Media Network fame review music. As well, I may be jumping into that show as well every now and again, but it will remain Brandander Reviews. I like the name. They were too lazy to come up with a name, so they let me name it.
Our plan was just to have 10 words as our name, and so.
Yeah, you change it on everyone I've edited. It's been different. So you got Brandander Reviews. We're going to be hitting you with skits. Again, going to be poking a little bit more fun outright at the modern church and all its quirks, but also doing some of our same silly, goofy stuff. Like Sunflower Sam didn't die over the summer. He's still around somewhere lurking maybe, and some other different things. So we just want to say we love you. We appreciate anybody out there who's watching this video. We hope you stick with us, and we hope that you are happy to be on the bottom floor of hopefully this wild ride to somewhere.
Yes.
You excited, Brandon?
I am excited.
Okay. Also, I'm sitting considering oh man, I got this Monster Energy drink off to the side, and I really like to take a sip, but you know what they say about Monster Energy? It's of the devil.
We can't have that because our Christian viewership will go down, but our Kyle viewership will go up. So now we'll just have to cater to Kyle's.
Yeah. So actually, everything we said is wrong. We're just going to cater to Kyle. We're going to full-size big bad monsters every episode. That's not true. But in the meantime, as you wait for our next little batch of content, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends about us. Also, you can now confirm that if you are a child, you can watch this. You can let your parents know that it is safe for you to watch. We will be keeping your child ears safe, mostly, I guess. You know, I don't plan to say anything horrible.
I don't think we ever have, or I don't know.
I mean, it's always been family friendly. This is the confirmation. Like, if you've got a fundamental, you know, if you're some girl out there and you got a fundamental dad who's like, girl, you better only be wearing 6-foot-long jean skirts in my house, and you better only be watching VeggieTales on the YouTube. You can add this to your repertoire. Say, Dad, these guys wear jean skirts underneath their table, and they're good to watch.
Just don't watch any of our skits and see our friends wearing pants.
Correct. We do have female friends. My wife even wears pants. I don't know what to do about it. But this
One day she'll learn.
This video has gone off the rails. Suffice it to say, we're happy to be back. It's very exciting to be back in front of the camera with my big friend Brady. And we'll see you in the next episode. Please remember that we love you very much.